Hey there, weary traveler. How are you? You are not lost. Do not weary. I know exactly where you are. You have been kicked out of Bizarre World. You have passed the Twilight Zone. Hit the fork in the road.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Took the right and rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pit. We clap for you. Welcome. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because God did not say that. It's God's unofficial autobiography, Das Bible, as read by yours truly, the most wonderful saint of awesome, your superstone sage, Saint Nikki K. the Great. Several roses. So, where we left off, we are on 1 Samuel. We are going on to chapter 23. So, yesterday, Saul got pissed off at Jonathan for hiding David. And he called them all sorts of names. Right? And then David ran off to a king, right? But then he got scared of the king, so then he feigned being insane. So he had, damn, I don't remember what that word is called. Where you like fake you're insane. There's a term for that. But anyways, if that sounds interesting, come this way and have a seat. Come this way. Come this way and have a seat. Chair's right there. So come and have a seat. And I have the 6 C's for whatever time it is. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, chairs with your name on it, cat beds and cat on space. And also Henry's here. Hi, Henry.
Hello. What's up?
Nothing. Are you going to bed?
Yep, in a minute.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
So, you can come hang out with Henry. It'll be fun. So, we are going on to chapter 23. David is hiding out in the cave of Adullam, and a bunch of crippled people are coming to him. Like, I don't know. It's like a whole thing. But there's like 400 men with David now. Because before there was nobody with David. But now there's 400 men. So, come on in. Leave your shoes on. Tell me where you're coming in from, what you're smoking, and what you're drinking. Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
there's too many grounds over back there.
Raccoons or groundhogs?
Raccoons.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
You see? You wanna see?
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna go. Oops, I didn't mean that. No, I can't go see them because I'm on a live stream. I forgot. I can't.
You can see later. They are still in the back there.
Okay. Awesome. Yay, there's more raccoons.
Huh?
Yay, there's more raccoons. Yay.
You want me to record it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So now we have more raccoon videos and more raccoon babies. It's a good time. So I'm drinking water. I'm smoking cigarettes, and I'm still smoking this shit called Cherry Payton. So we're going on to chapter 23. If people come and say hi in the chat and let me know you're in here, press like and subscribe also. Because we're past all the controversial stuff for right at this second. We're just going into some meat of the story. And it has nothing to do with Jonathan, I don't believe. So there's that. Because I did lose a subscriber, and I just wanted to say I'm at 274. 274. Two times subscriber count. So this is the second time I'm at 274. And I thought I was holding steady at 275. So let's try to get me back to 275. Okay. And then they told David, saying, the Philistines are fighting against Keilah and are plundering the threshing floors. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, should I go and attack? And the Lord said,
Hi, Feather. Look, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell David. Yes, I want to fight. I want to fight so bad. I'm so excited. I want to fight so bad, David. I'm like your number one cheerleader. Give me a D. Give me an A. Give me a V. Give me an I. Give me a D. David. Yeah, go. Let's go fight. I want to fight so bad. Man, all this whole love story shit, man, I want to fight. I don't want a love story. I want a fight story. Yeah, I'm going to fight. Let's go fight. Yeah, it's a good time.
God's out of control. Listen. So David and his men went to Keilah and fought with the Philistines, and he led away their livestock and struck them with a great slaughter. Thus, David delivered the inhabitants of Keilah. Hi, Feather. Hi, everyone. Like and subscribe. Now, it came about when Abiathar fled to David at Keilah that he came down with an ephod in his hand. When it was told Saul that David came to Keilah, Saul said, God has delivered him to my hand, for he shut himself in by entering the city with double gates and bars. Dun, dun, dun. So Saul summoned all the people for war to go down to Keilah to besiege David. And David knew that Saul was plotting evil. So he said to Abiathar, bring me the ephod. Then David said, God, Saul is coming to get me. Will the men of Keilah surrender me to his hand? Will Saul come down? O Lord God, I pray, tell me, please. And the Lord said, You, hello, wait,
You.
You? I can't hear myself. Oh, now I can. Anyway, you bet your bottom dollar he'll be here faster than two jiggles of a jackrabbit's ass, son. What do you want to do? Oh, you're asking me what you want to do. Hi, Neil. So, yeah. And, yo, then David, wait,
I need to get my life in order. Then David and his men, about 600, arose and departed from Keilah, and they went wherever they could. When it was told to Saul that David escaped, he gave up that pursuit. Dun, dun, dun. And David stayed in the wilderness and the strongholds and remained in the hill country in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul saw him every day, but God did not deliver David. Now, David became aware that Saul had come to seek his life. And Jonathan, Saul's son, arose and went to David and encouraged him in God. Thus he said to him, Do not be afraid because of the hand of my father. He shall not find you. I mean, I found you. It was absolutely no problem. But my dad's not going to find you because he's like senile and shit. And plus, the army likes you, so my dad's not going to find you. Yeah, it's a thing that's happening. But anyway, my dad's not going to find you because he's senile and shit. You will be king, and I will be next to you. And Saul, my father, knows that also. I'm your part over bro. So the two of them made a covenant before the Lord, and David stayed while Jonathan went to his house. Yep. Then the Zippites came up to Saul at Gibeah, saying, David's at our strongholds at Horish, on the hill of Chachaiah, which is on the south of Jeshimon. I mean, wow. The mental images in my head right now, lady. This is crazy. Okay. Now then, O king, come down according to all your soul desires, and our part shall be to surrender him to your hand. And Saul said, May you be blessed of the Lord, for you have snitched on the one guy that could save your life. But okay. Go now, make more sure and investigate and see his place where his haunt is and who has seen him there. For I am told that he is very cunning. So look and learn about all the hiding places where he hides, and return to me with certainty, and I will go with you. And it shall come about, if he is in the land, and I will search him out from among all the thousands of the werewolves. Then they rose up and went to Ziph before Saul. Now David and his men were in the wilderness of Maon and the Arabah to the south of Jeshimon. When Saul and his men went to seek him, they told David, and he came down to the rock and stayed in the wilderness of Maon. And when Saul heard it, he pursued David in the wilderness. And Saul went on one side and David and his men on the other. And David was hurrying to get away from Saul, for Saul and his men were surrounding David and his men to seize them. But a messenger came to Saul saying, "Hey, you gotta go back because there's a war and shit." So Saul returned from pursuing David and went to meet the Philistines. Therefore, they call that place the Rock of Escape. And David went up from there and stayed in the strongholds of Engedi. So, everyone, welcome. Press like and subscribe and join the chat because we'd love to hear from you. Yes. And we should be done with the controversial stuff for a while, I think. No, actually. No, we're done with the controversial stuff, so don't worry. So you can subscribe. Other parts are way more controversial than this part. I don't even know why people got butt sore about it. There's way more stuff, way worse than that. So, Neil, do you want to smoke this cigarette with me? I'm going to assume that's a yes. Mostly because I'm already smoking a cigarette, so it's not like you can tell me not to. But you don't have to. Although I prefer that you did, so then I'm not smoking by myself. You know, because that would be some shit. You know, I spend all day pretty much smoking by myself. I smoke weed by myself. I smoke cigarettes by myself. I drink coffee by myself. I spend most all my days by myself. I have no life. But the end of my days is what matters, because I got y'all. And I forgot to share this out again. See, I don't ever think of things. I need a wife. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Look at that. Now I'm two-time 275 subscriber count. Because I'm fucking amazing. Well, actually, you guys are way more amazing than me. But, hi, baby. I'm ignoring you. But I love you. I love it when he tells me that shit. It's like, I love you. It sounds so convincing when he says it like that. Like, really low. I love you too. It's like, I don't know. You might at some point. Anyway. Yeah. We can smoke a bowl right now. Are you gonna call the cats in? I still suck at that. All right. Here we go. Chapter 24. Now it came about when Saul returned from pursuing the Philistines, he was told, behold, David is in the wilderness of Engedi. Then told, wait. Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men from the vampires and went to seek David and his men in front of the rocks of the wild goats. Oh, here we go. Yep, right here. And he came to the sheepfolds. On the way, there was a cave, and Saul went in to take a shit. Now, David and his men were sitting in the inner recesses of the cave. And the men of David said to him, dude, he's right fucking there. Just stab him in the neck and all this shit is over. Right? And then David, being a fucking crybaby, he's like, no, he's a man of God. He's only literally going to kill me. But I cannot kill him because God or something. There's a reason. And I'm going to say it's God's fault. David is a motherfucker, man. He would much rather live in fucking mountains than get rid of his problem. David has got issues. Like, he has extreme PTSD. And he's the original Houdini or something. He's like the escape artist of ancient time. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Man, I love your bone crushing hugs, Neil. I feel them in my rib cage, mostly because they're breaking. But it is great. Okay. Anyway, David didn't want to do it. So he cut off the edge of Saul's robe secretly. And it came about afterward that David's conscience bothered him because he cut the edge of Saul's robe. Oh my God. So he's going to get totally butt sore and cry like a biatch. Okay. So he said to his men, far be it from me, because of the Lord, that I should do this thing. The Lord's anointed to stretch out my hand against him, since he is God's guy. Except for he's not God's guy. He's literally God's evil bitch boy. Like, are you kidding me? Literally, Saul is God's bitch. Like, what the fuck? He's no longer anointed. I don't know. I don't know what David's talking about. But okay. And David persuaded his men with these words and did not allow them to rise up against Saul. And Saul arose. Did he wipe his ass? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, he got up and left the cave and went on his way. Did he wipe? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Now, afterward, David arose and went out of the cave and called after Saul, saying,
My Lord the King.
And when Saul looked behind him, David did the face thing, and David said to Saul,
why do you listen to the words of men, saying, David seeks to harm you? Behold, this day your eyes have seen that the Lord has given you to my hand in the cave. And some said to kill you, but my eye had pity on you and said, nope, because he's God's guy. Now, my father, see indeed the edge of your robe in my hand. For I cut off the edge of your robe and did not kill you, because I could have smited your whole face. Now, know and perceive that there is no evil or rebellion in my hand, and I have not sinned against you, though you are lying in wait for my life to take it. May the Lord judge between you and I, and may the Lord avenge me on you, but my hand is not against you. Oh. As the proverb of the ancient times said, out of the wicked comes forth wickedness, but my hand shall not be against you. After whom has the king of the vampires come out? A dog? A flea? Listen to me. Hi, drunken wizard. The Lord, therefore, be the judge, decide between you and I, and may he see and plead my cause and deliver me from your hand.
Now, it came about when David finished speaking these words that Saul said, is this your voice, my son David? And then Saul cried like a bitch. And then he said to David, oh my God, of course you got to be more righteous, right? You got to do the right thing. Of course you do. And I love you because you do the right thing. Yeah, it's good time. Because I have surely been an asshole to you, dude. You owe me one for sure. But you didn't even do it. Man, you're insane, dude. So, listen, may the Lord reward you with good in return for what you have done for me this day. And I know you're going to be king and that you're just going to be king. So swear to me that you will not cut off my descendants and you will not destroy my name from my father's house. And David swore to Saul. And then Saul went home. But David and his dudes decided to stay where they were. Man, what's up, guys? Man, what's up, drunken wizard? I love you as always. How are you guys? Hi, everyone. Welcome Join the chat, interact. There's people waiting to talk to you. And there's all sorts of things that you can talk about in this here chat. We have a good time. Yeah, we could talk about anything, but I would enjoy to mostly talk about what we're reading. So, anyway, we can just talk about whatever's on your mind. What are you guys thinking? Here to learn. Yeah, and learning we're not gonna do. Actually, we do need to learn some things. I fucked up on Jesus's birthday. I should have read that whole chapter, but I didn't. And I've been kicking myself in the ass for it. I should have read the whole thing. But I think I'm going to read the whole thing on Sunday. I don't even know what day it is right now. But it's that day. Yep. Anyway, dude, and David is the best story. God is like David's like hype guy. Like David is so much fun. You will not get a more fun story than the story of David because you see God coming into himself. He's like in his mid-20s right now, and he's all about partying and fighting and having good time. Yeah, he likes the loud, wild music. God is coming into himself right about now. My chat has a 4-minute delay. This is some shit. Okay, I got a better idea. But see, if I don't keep the chat, okay, let's try to do it this way. Okay, so anyway, I want to tell you about this. At this part in the story, God is like in his early to mid 20s. He's like the loud music, the fighting, Saturday nights, the night for fighting, Saturday nights, right. God's all about it, and he's like David's number one hype guy. He's the passenger in the car yelling outside the window. God is all about it right now here with his teammate David. And David does so much that David and God, it's like if there was trouble, like at this point, they would be in so much trouble. Hi everyone, welcome. Press like and subscribe and join the chat because we'd love to hear from you. We are on chapter 27 of 1 Samuel. We're going on to that here in just a second, but we are taking a smoke break. People just left. Well, that's okay. We're taking a smoke break. So, do you guys want to hit this bowl with me? Yeah, but yeah, but can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, but right now in the story, God is just getting there. So we're reading how God parties. Okay. And we're learning how God fights on a Saturday night. This fucking it's got this story has got almost everything in it but zombies. Okay. I think that's working. I'm gonna assume it's working. Yeah. All right. So here we go. All right. Then Sam died, and all the vampires gathered together and mourned for him and buried him in Ramah at his house. And David arose and went down to the wilderness of Paran. Now, there was a man in Maon whose business was in Carmel, and the man was very rich. Okay. Man. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And the man was very rich. Okay. Was very rich. And he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats. And it came about while he was shearing his sheep. Now, the man's name was Nabal, and his wife's name was Abigail. And the woman was intelligent and beautiful in appearance. But the man was harsh and evil in his dealings, and he was a Calebite. Yeah, but Caleb was amazing. Look, I don't know what's happening. And David heard in the wilderness that Nabal was shearing his sheep. So David sent 10 young men, and David said, "Go to Carmel, visit Nabal, and greet him in my name. And thus you shall say, 'Live long and prosper.'" Literally says that. My volume. I don't know. I read whatever book. Okay. Okay. Can you hear it now? Did you hear any of chapter 25? And I read an inductive study Bible. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody always asks me that. They want to know. I just read the King James, whatever. I read the partly Old English version because the new Bibles fucked me up and I can't read regular English apparently. But anyway, that's what I read. It is like Star Trek. Oh my god. Ah. No, no, it's fine. I can't. I can't see my trick. I think he just left. You didn't offend me. I think he just left. You shouldn't leave. I'm just see you next Tuesday sometimes. I'm having an issue and I'm aggravated at my issue. Oh, it's a good time. That's what I get. Oh, damn it. That's what I get. That is what I get, isn't it? Well, yeah. No. No, what'd he say? Thank you, have a good stream. No, don't leave. What if we just do it like this? I can have my very shiny microphone. Okay. You shouldn't let that guy leave, damn it. I should just stop being an asshole. But I just get tired because, people are asking that so they can say, oh, you know that was made up by a man, right? It's like, no, not everybody on the planet has already fucking told me that. You know that Bible's not real, right? No, not everybody on the fucking planet has told me that already. Say something original, say something new. So I get offended when people ask me shit like that. Oh, King James was a whatever the fuck he was. And it's like, I don't give a shit about that. I'm trying to read what it says, man. So I get aggravated at questions like that because you know what's coming next. Or, I read this Bible, you should try to read this Bible. It's like, no, I don't want to read that Bible, I'm reading this Bible. I've been reading this Bible for 5 years. And I've heard all this shit for 5 years. And none of it is original. It's all the exact same. So I get aggravated. Okay. I think Cliff left. Everybody left. A bunch of people left. I didn't mean to go on like that. But I think I got my mic working now, didn't I? Okay. How is this? It's my soundboard. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. What about now? Okay. What about now? Okay. Rice check indeed. Wheat checks. Miggity, 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 miggity microphone. Awesome. Okay. So now, let's hope that Cliff comes back. Because I'm telling you, I get so aggravated by that question. Because you just know what's coming next. You know that's not the right version of the Bible. Because King James, I don't give a shit about that. I'm reading about God. I don't care. I'm not stupid enough to just believe everything in here does not have some touch of man. But that does not mean God's personality is not in this book. Because nobody would make God's personality like that if they knew how. Because God is a funny motherfucker. Yeah, but maybe somebody else can go find him. Maybe he's in a different chat with you guys. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. We'll send the force out there for Cliff to come back. Okay. So, we're just going to restart chapter 25. Then Samuel died, and all the vampires gathered together and mourned for him, and buried him at his house in Ramah. And David arose and went down to the wilderness of Paran. Now there was a man in Maon whose business was in Carmel, and the man was very rich, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats. And it came about while he was shearing his sheep in Carmel. Now the man's name was Nabal, and his wife's name was Abigail, and she was intelligent and beautiful in appearance. But the man was harsh and evil in his dealings, and he was a Calebite. But Caleb was amazing. That David heard in the wilderness Then Nabal was shearing his sheep. So David sent 10 young men, and David said to the young men, "Go up to Carmel and visit Nabal and greet him in my name. And thus you shall say, 'Live long and prosper.' Well, have a long life and peace be to you. And thus you shall say," okay, "Peace to your house and all you have. And now I have heard that you have shears. Now your shepherds have been with us, and we have not insulted them, nor have they missed anything all the days they were in Carmel. Ask your young men, and they will tell you. Therefore, let my young men find favor in your eyes, for we have come on a festive day. Please give whatever you find at hands to your servants and your son David." Dun, dun, dun. And when David's young men came, they told all this to Nabal, and Nabal was like, "The fuck is David and who are you? What? No. If I just gave every hobo something, then like what?" Listen. Hi everyone, press like and subscribe, and don't forget to chat in the chat. There's people that would love to hear from you, especially me. And I want to apologize to Cliff because I was all kinds of fucked up, and that was my bad. So then David's young men retraced their way and went back and told David. And David said, "Each of you gird his sword." So David also girded his sword, and about 400 men went behind David, while 200 stayed with the baggage. But one of the men went and told Abigail, and David sent messengers from the wilderness to greet our master. Okay. So David sent messengers to greet our master, and he was an asshole. But these men were very good to us, right? They did super good with us. They were a wall to us, both by night and by day. All the time we were with them, herding the sheep. Now, therefore, know and consider what you shall do, for evil is plotted against our master and everyone, and he is such a worthless man, no one can speak to him. Then Abigail hurried and took 200 loaves of bread, 2 jugs of wine, 5 sheep already prepared, and 5 measures of roasted grain, and a whole bunch of raisins. Look, she brought them a whole bunch of fucking food and loaded them on donkeys. And then she said to her young men, "Go before me. Behold, I am coming after you." But she did not tell Nabal. But she did not tell him. What? Okay. And it came about as she was riding on her donkey and coming down by the hidden part of the mountain, that behold, David and his men were coming toward her. So she met them. Dun, dun, dun. Now David had said, "Surely in vain I have guarded all that this man, Look, I have done a whole bunch of shit for this man, and then he's gonna talk a bunch of mad shit. Look, and then she said, no, 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 no. She did the face thing, and she was like, no, you need to just chill out. Here's food, shit. Go get drunk. And then she was like, look, that guy's a dick. His name even means dickhead. So, like, think about if your name was Dickhead, you know? Like, he's kind of okay, just not to anybody. Not even me. And then David said, blessed be the Lord who sent you this day to meet me, because I was about to kill all y'all. And then David received from her hand what she had brought him, and he said, go home. Then Abigail came to Nabal. Bah! Then Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he was holding a feast in his house, like the feast of a king. And his heart was merry, because he was drunk as shit, and she did not tell him anything until the morning. But when the wine was wore off, she told Nabal all that David was about to do, and he had a heart attack. And then David heard that Nabal was dead, and he was like, haha, yeah, this is good. This is good. Yep. So, then David sent a proposal to Abigail to take her as his wife. Dun, dun, dun. Then the servants of David came to Abigail, and they spoke to her, saying, David wants to know if you'll marry him. And she said, fuck yeah, I will. Then Abigail quickly arose and rode on a donkey with her 5 maidens. And she followed the messengers of David and became his wife. And David had also taken Ahinoam of Jezreel, and they both became his wives. Now, Saul had given Michelle, his daughter, David's wife, to Palti. So Saul gave David's wife away to some other guy from Gallim. Insane. So, what are we thinking? Welcome, everybody. So, what are we thinking? What are you guys thinking? What you thinking about? Damn it. Damn it. I say I want new people in here chatting, and then somebody new comes in and I scare them off. I'm still really butt sore about that. Damn it. So, I was watching Jeff Dunham the other day, and I might be his puppet Bubbles in real life. I might be the real life Bubbles. I think that's its name. It's the purple one. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Press like and subscribe. And join the chat, even if I am accidentally an asshole to you. Just certain questions trigger me because I've been hearing them for 5 years. But anyway, where'd everybody go? Everybody put me on browser mute. So processing. Well, why don't we talk about the fact that David won't kill Saul because he's a God guy, even though God like totally hates Saul. What does anybody think about that? Because it's like David, he would literally kill you if he could. Why wouldn't you kill him if you could? Right? It's like a stupid thing. The deeper we go, I feel ill sometimes. Well, you shouldn't feel ill at this time because I'm telling you, we're getting to the. God is coming into himself. Like, he's going through his, like, party stage. We're getting there. We just gotta get through this soul shit first. I don't know what that says, but I'm sure it probably says something stupid. Yeah, David won't kill Saul, even though Saul wants to kill David. And it's so stupid. It's like the stupidest thing ever. It's like, why would you be like that, David? He would literally kill you if he had the chance. We're talking about David not killing Saul, even though Saul wants to kill David. And Saul wouldn't think twice about killing David. But David will absolutely not kill Saul. And he doesn't want anybody else to kill Saul either. Not exactly sure why, but he just won't do it. Oh, I'm glad. I thought it was going to be something Muslim because I get a lot of that also. I'm just having a hard time. But, oh, David from the Bible. Can't. It's David before he's king. But it's King David. We're reading the Old Testament from the King James International Bible. I don't know why it's called that. But we're on 1 Samuel chapter 26. But I think we're talking about chapter 23. Yeah, but God's about to be a party animal. I'm telling you, you have no idea how fun this is about to get. At least just for the story of David, it's about to get so much fun. Yes, the father of Solomon. Yep. What's a 1611? Do I want to know? Is that a gun? Is that a pew pew? Is it a manual? It's a manual. I tried to read the Apocrypha once. I couldn't get through that book. Oh God, it was terrible. But I bet if I would have started with the Apocrypha and not the Bible, it might have been okay. But I started with the Bible, and the Apocrypha was too much. It was too much for me. Why did my chat disconnect? Okay, no more talking about Muslims. I don't know why my chat disconnected. Is my chat connected? Oh my God, did my stream go down? What the fuck? No way. Did my stream go down? Well, I guess if my stream went down, you wouldn't be able to fucking tell me. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I bet I could understand the archaic English one, because I have a mostly Old English International Bible something. I don't know. I didn't want to tell that Cliff guy what I was reading. See, if I get into what I'm reading, then that Cliff guy's gonna be like, that fucking bitch. I got my Bible from a Mormon lady, and then I got one from Dustin. He bought it for me. Where'd everybody else get their Bibles from? No, God, no. No, we gotta stop talking about that or my chat's gonna get disconnected. It got disconnected last time. We can't talk about that. I don't know if that's why, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to step on anybody else's religion, insecure religion or not. I would rather not. I don't stomp on other religions. I stomp on my religion because it's silly. And people lie about what God said. And I'm sure people lie about what their God says also, but nobody's brave enough to stand up to those people, including me. No, God, no. I would rather die than read that book. I don't fuck with religions that are insecure about themselves. And that is a religion that's so insecure that I'm sure if I read that insecure ass book, I would take a bath with some razor blades. I'm totally okay with not being insecure. Religion is shameful. That's why they cover themselves, because they're ashamed. And I'd rather not be ashamed. I am fucking amazing. I am the saint of awesome. You know, when I roll my own cigarettes, I feel like I'm loading a magazine for Pew Pew. Hey, yeah, you know what? Also, I'd rather not be fake. Getting new subs, I would rather not have subs that are pussified. I am a real motherfucker and I do real motherfucker things. And I am just a real motherfucker that does real motherfucker things, that says real motherfucker things. I would just not, I would rather not be branded fake than be branded fake. There's many things I've been in my life and fake is not one of them. That's why I don't have no fucking friends. Same reason I don't have any fucking subscribers. Because real motherfuckers don't get noticed until they're gone. That's why it's devastating to be a pioneer. Because pioneers get no recognition until they're gone. I mean, am I wrong? Or is that like, is that the wrong way to be? Because sometimes people just need real. that there's so much fake things out there. Don't like sometimes people just want to see something real. And my messy ass house and my foul ass mouth is real. And my opinion on this Bible is real. And there's many paths to God. There is. But God is a real motherfucker. And he does real motherfucker things. And nobody wants to see God for the real motherfucker that he is. Like, we're watching him literally mature, like, before our eyes. We are watching God go through the stages. He's going through the motions of teenager to all the way to grown ass adult, and we're seeing it. We're seeing it from when he floods ancient God's house and gets kicked out on his own and has to live in a tent, to where he's so comfortable in his tent, he just moves into David's backyard. I love you guys too. I love you all. Now, do we want to hit this bowl? Do we? Oh, do any of you guys happen to know where I set my bowl down? Oh, never mind. I just found it. I found it. He might not be. He might not be. But that's kind of what I said. And security is a real thing. They don't like to be told that. But the fact that he's not here is exactly what I just said. They don't like being told that shit. But I'm not getting on that. My chat was cut off a second ago for talking about it, I think. So I'd rather not. And I hate that that is even called a conviction, by the way, because it shouldn't be a conviction. I'm not a religious person. I just see things from a different way. And it's not like it's a conviction. It's what I notice. It's more like a principle. Stay away from those kind of people because it's not tribalism. I don't have a tribe. There's nobody in the world who thinks like I do, except for you guys. Those vaporizers are too expensive. And the pens get me way too high. Dude, I am a joint smoker. I would prefer to smoke joints. If I could only smoke joints, I would. But I don't have a lot of pot anymore. So I'm stuck smoking bowls. And Henry got a job at Taco Bell. He started Saturday at 10 a.m. Yep. Okay. I tell you what, if you guys can help me buy dog food, I'll buy a vaporizer. I think we could maybe find one on Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. That's my sneaky way to try to get dog food for my raccoons. Oh, are you talking about vaporizing cigarettes? How old are you, drunken wizard? My lungs are pretty old too. My lungs are 40 years old. Well, they're 39. How old are you, Neil? No, 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 no. I can't believe there's so much of a delay. I'm here for good. It's a good time. We have good time. Yeah. I am also here for a good time. Sweet. I love the fact that my guy is a criminal. I am also a criminal. I've been out of prison for 15 years. I think I've been sober for 15 years. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm also a criminal. I'm telling you what, if I could find my mugshots, I would make a picture it would be Trump's mugshot in the middle, and then all my mugshots around him. Fucking right, dude. That'd be so fucking amazing. I'll flip my bean. Look, I flicked my bean to his mugshot. Oh man, I sit right here and I'm like, fuck yeah. I got a vibrator and everything. I'm like, I love you, Trump. Man, man, he makes my bean so hard. Look, don't even fuck with me about that guy. Oh, yeah. I could, yeah. And I could make it like they're looking at each other. Or I could just make it like they're looking at my beautiful ass mug shots. Oh, man. I'm telling you. Man, that's making my nipples hard. I'm not even kidding. I love that guy. Yeah, but Trump was never, like, he was never really like an Epstein guy. Trump's the one that told on Epstein. And even the FBI said that. Shut up. Knock it off. You're ruining my good time. Man. Now I want to go masturbate. Thank you. Thank you for ruining my good time. Shit. Now my libido's kicking and I have nothing. Do I have Vaseline? I don't fucking know. Really? In jail at 8? Man. I think my parents first sent me to jail when I was 8. Yeah, for stealing. Aw. At least he didn't look like alfalfa. Oh, man. You're making me so fucking horny. Stop doing that. I'm telling you, I'm in the middle of a conversation and you're fucking turning me on. Man, my pillow is gonna get the best head. Like the best head ever. My pillow is gonna be so lucky. Lucky fucking pillow. Look, okay. Somebody gotta get rid of that guy because he's hurt my libido. Can I get rid of him? I don't know how to do that. Okay, there, I did it. Did you see that? Oh, I deleted the message. Look, I deleted the message. How do I delete? I don't know what the fuck is happening. Afflicted reader. Hey, do you want to talk about the Old Testament? Man, I can tell you anything about the Old Testament. I can tell you that we're coming up to a part where God parties like a madman and then David strips butt naked. Who's a coward? See, I don't know what the fuck is happening. If you flick your bean, I'll flick mine. I don't want to know who's a coward. Is he talking about me? Because it's not. I'm not a coward. trolls can be converted. Oh yeah, we had that one troll that one time. He was real nice. But if he keeps turning me on, we're gonna have to get rid of him. I'm just saying. I hope he liked and subscribed. Yeah. Look, tell me what you think about Saul not killing David, even though David would kill Saul. Or no, Saul would kill David, but David won't kill Saul. Why? I am trolling my own chat. I'm fucking terrible. But look, the only way you get trolled is if you feel butt sore. I don't feel butt sore. I feel slightly turned on. That I'm cool enough that trolls want to talk to me. Makes me feel sexy. At least somebody wants to talk to me. Anyway, CNA, what do you think about David refusing to kill Saul? Do 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 doobie doobie doo. Do 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 doobie doobie doo. No, nothing. Nobody. Nobody who can love you like me. Nobody. Nobody. It's okay. I was singing to you. You didn't need to hear that anyway. Nothing. No one. Nobody. Nothing. No, that's not true. Well, sometimes it's very adulty, but it's okay. Because again, they can only troll you if you let them. And I'm sorry, sometimes you gotta give it to them. You know, they want some punishment. We'll give them some punishment. CNA's not too young. Hey, Miss Muddy. Wow, you were super fucking late. Wow. You missed the whole thing. And my whole naughty time. You can just skip through the naughty time. But it just, you know, the whole Trump makes me happy on the inside. I love that guy. Yeah, you said you were doing the Pentecostal thing. I never did the Pentecostal thing. I always did the Baptist thing. You might not want to rewatch it later. Hey, you get off and kneel. That's my internet lover. No, I'm just kidding. You can have him, Muddy. I just want him for a couple hours at nighttime. We'll trade him for fruit like Rebecca and what's her face did for Jacob. She's like, I'll give you some fruit if you let me be your husband. What'd you do today, Muddy? Oh, and Muddy, you were going to be very mad at me. I scared away a bunch of fucking new subscribers. Well, new potential subscribers. I scared them away on an accident. Well, it was purposely an accident. Well, this one guy told me to read the Quran, and I told him I'd rather take a bath with a razor blade. And this other guy asked me what Bible I was reading. And then I got all snippy snappy with him. It probably wasn't the best thing that I did ever in my life, but I kind of feel bad for the first one. Yeah, I need to go sit in the yellow chairs. Exactly. I. That's why you need to be here. Because me and CNA and Neil, we were having a good time. I, but you'll hear my defense. You know, when people ask that, they're like, King James is a this and that. It's like, yeah, but I'm not reading up for that. And you know, that kind of shit always comes after people ask you what kind of Bible you read, and then they go into a tirade about King James, and then they start telling you how the Bible was made by man and it can't be trusted. Wait, hold on. What did he say? There's some good trolls out there. Oh, ball bag sounds like it would be great. But I don't even fuck with the bottom of YouTube. I don't even mess with that place. I'm in my whole nother universe over here. I'll be grounded. I've been grounded my whole life. But I really do hope that one guy comes back. What the hell was his name? I don't even remember his name, but I want him to come back. Damn it. What was his name? Chill something. No sugar coated Christian. That's right. She's like a better version of, I don't want to say mean because she doesn't exactly do like what I do. She does it way more classy. And they are a really good church and they sing a lot. They got their own band and shit. She plays it on the Discord. Sometimes she'll play it live and I watch it occasionally if I remember to get on my computer on Sunday and do something other than my animal videos. Yeah, that guy. I wish he would come back so I could apologize. Did you guys see my video from yesterday? Got almost 200 views. He was the one that asked me, "Oh yeah, no, God is a diva. He's melodramatic as hell." I told him that earlier. I said, "You're so melodramatic." He got kind of mad about that, but I was like, "You know, you are. Like, quit it." God is all over the place. He was the one that asked what kind of Bible I read, and I told him I just read this fucking book. And then he said, he's sorry he offended me. And it's like, no, I'm reading the International Bible. But I think he was already going by the time I tried to apologize. But then I was thinking to myself, that is no way to get new viewers because people are going to see that and me act like that. God is a diva. God really is, though. Like, if there was a male version of diva, God would be that. Especially right now, at the stage we're reading him at, God is a frat boy. That's what it is. God is a frat boy. That's the male version of diva. God only sounds like a woman because a woman is talking for God. No, not a big crybaby. He only cried one time. But he does get pissed off and very melodramatic, and he's in a very codependent relationship with these terrible ass people. Yeah, that too. But God always sounds like that because I try to read God with flair and attitude, and because I'm a girl, it comes out that way. But when God gets excited, I get about as excited as God would get. Yeah, we're talking about the God we're reading about, actual God that we're reading about right here. He's fucking. He's so out of control at this point that he's in control. But he's just trying to get rid of all the ancient God shit because ancient God kicked him out and he's getting rid of everything of his dad's. And now he's got David, and David is a mighty man of Valor. He's a badass motherfucker. And God, like I said, is the dude hanging out the passenger side of his window, hyping him up during the fights and hyping him up at concerts. God is David's hype man because he's in his early to mid 20s at this point. I'm telling you, just wait till we get into it. David kills somebody for no reason. He lies a bunch of times. He fucking strips butt ass naked. David does a striptease in front of his servants. It's a whole thing. And then he's like, look at my man meat. And then chick gets mad at him. It's a whole thing. Yeah. We have so much shit to look forward to. You have no idea. Well, you might have an idea if you've read this before. Okay. Okay. So then you know all about it. You know everything that's coming up. And it's about to be so fucking exciting. Man, it's gonna be so fucking amazing. Yeah, it is the best. I'm telling you, it's my favorite story of all the stories that there is to read. David is my favorite. And the book of Elijah is the most confusing. And that book I might need help with. Yeah, they come back as Babylonians. Okay. No, look, they always come back. But the Babylonian thing, we're not there yet. Vampire. The priests are always, the priests are the reason the Catholics think they're so fucking important. What the hell is that? I don't know. I just dumped something out. Oh, it was that water. Oh, shit. Fuck. I just dumped my water out. Oh, yeah, dude. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours. I love you guys so much. But what other questions do you have for me? What else? Oh, yeah, you guys still never answered me about the David and Saul thing. My main man. Is Miss Muddy still here? Well, yeah. You can ask me anything you want to. Well, I mean, besides the things you can't. Which I don't know what you can't ask. We got a new weirdo. Okay. So what do you want to know? And anybody can join this if you have a question, within reason. You can feel free to ask it in the chat. I am a sage, also a saint. I am the saint of awesome. Your super stone sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. And this is my humble abode known as a party pen. Was No, it's not human currency. It's getting rid of all the angel people. It's getting rid of ancient God things. Because ancient God kicked God out for overflowing his bathtub in the time of Noah. So then God moved out on his own and he lived in the desert for a while. And then he found Moses at a burning bush. And then he told Moses, get your feet off my fucking white carpet in the middle of the desert. That was the thing that happened. And then God was like, build me a tent here in the desert. But actually, we're going to go to the wilderness because trees. So they built God this giant ass tent in the middle of the wilderness. And God lived there for a long ass fucking time. And now he just has He doesn't even have his tent set up anymore. He just walks around and lives among the people. I don't know. There's a fucking lot of people dead. But it's all ancient God's people. Remember, God's trying to get rid of ancient God's people because he's mad at them. Because he kicked them out of ancient heaven. You'll learn about ancient heaven. And ancient God on his fiery throne. Jesus' grandfather. I don't know. We're not even there yet. We're not even there yet. You're asking questions from places we're not even there yet. No, you can ask it. As long as it's not, will you marry me? Because I can't marry you. Yo, you gotta ask Neil. Just because you said that. You said that because you want to ask it. And again, it's as long as it's not, will you marry me? Because I'm going to ask you that eventually. Maybe. I'm just kidding. He types so slow. Man. Oh my god. Oh. Dead air is bad air. Bad air is dead air. Only if you bite. That's why he don't bite the tip. Oh my god. It's only if you bite the tip. And who sings that song? David Allen Coe. Don't bite the tip. It fucks you, honey. It'll spend a whole lot of money. That's David Allen Coe. Yeah. She crept into her room one night and ate her fucking soul. Look, I saw that and I said, oh, I need that in my life. And I need it in my life. Can I sue my exes? All my exes live in Texas. You can try, but if you were the moneymaker in the relationship, why the fuck would you want to do that? Leave your exes where they're at. You start getting involved with your exes, next thing you know, your penis is talking and you're not suing anybody. You're getting sued for child support. Knock it off. It's a terrible thing to teach to children. Hi everyone, welcome. Press like and subscribe and join the chat. I promise I'll keep my fucking mouth shut. I won't troll you. When I do things like that, I feel like Nick Rekieta. Because Nick Rekieta and his chat, they troll each other all fucking day. It's about balance. It is. It is about balance, and I am really bad at balancing. White sheep are following their own path to purgatory. Us black sheep are following our path to frontal line. We get to party with God, and He gets to be out the side of our car window, hyping us up. You know, hanging out the passenger window, hyping us up at our fucking ICP concerts. Yep. God's gonna be the hype man of my fucking concert, man. I'm like, give me one reason to stay here. And God will be like, I'll turn right back around. You can see me turn. And I'm like, give me one reason to stay here. And I'll turn right back around. Yeah. Good night, Neil. Kisses on the forehead. I'll give you a bone crushing hug. Yeah. Because silicone will burst and it'll infect your titties. That's why. Oh shit, yeah, we gotta go to bed, CNA. Nobody's gonna watch this now. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turn. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turn. I don't know why that song's stuck in my head now. Go give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass, and have the sweetest dreams ever. I'm telling you, you guys have no idea what you mean to me. What's wrong with Debs? Hey, big guy. Yeah, you can pay attention to me. I got something to say. Look, look. Our friend Debs, that's here in the chat, apparently she needs you to help her. Not exactly sure, but she needs you. So you should go check her out, right? Oh, apparently she's coughing a lot. Oh, and Neil has a date. Oh yeah, help him with that. That's like important. He needs to get laid. Yeah, it's a good time. And CNA and all his ladies, I pray for them as well. And I pray that people come back to my chat because I was out of control this evening. And it was a very terrible night for me personally because I can't not troll people. It's an addiction that I have. So please help me. Big guy. In God's name I pray, amen. There we go. Did we do it? We did. All right, are we ready for bed? Are we ready? Amen indeed. Okay, now let's go give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you guys. Good night.